Hey everybody, Roxabox90 here with another day of spoilers, day 2 of Commander 2014 spoilers, and we got, again, a whole bunch. I guess Wizards really is just like, we know it's a week away, take everything we have, because we got an entire deck spoiled. Yep, you heard me right, the entire mono black deck has been spoiled, and so today is officially day 2. We got a bunch of great stuff yesterday. Let's hop right in with the entire black deck. So I don't have the entire list with me. I'll try to put in the description of the video a link for the full list, but suffice to say we have some big staples here. We got Mutilate, we have Grave Titan hiding over here, we have the Extort Lord, who also, again, this proves to all those out there who've been saying, oh, you can't have Extort in a mono black deck because it has a white-black hybrid symbol. Yes, you can. That's just in the Extort rules text, which doesn't count, and so we can do that. And this is proof right here from Wizards itself. So that's some cool stuff. Sudden Spoiling is a lot of fun as well. I think it was printed in the last Commander set we got. Over here, Profane Command, fantastic card. Black Sun Zenith, Ether Snap, Jet Medallion, sick reprint. I think we actually mentioned it before. Lash Wraith, lots of great stuff. As a mono black player particularly, Abyssal Persecutor, we got Drana, who is my commander. She's utterly fantastic, amazing card. We got the Bloodgift Demon, Cryptghast, Magus of the Coffers, so much goodness in this deck. Vampire Night, Ghost Quarter, Worn Power Stone, this card we never have enough of. Definitely need that kind of thing. Bojuka Bog, solid. Wow, seriously guys, this deck is just chock full of goodness. And yeah, I mean, this is just most of it. I don't think this is all of it, but it's pretty much all of it. And we can see it's pretty well built. I like the design a lot. I think it's very well designed. I don't see any huge money cards, which another one of the decks I think is going to have. So at least one will have a money card in it. That makes me a little bit disconcerted, but as a whole value, it seems like this is the strongest. Now, the strongest build we've seen of a commander deck in terms of a standalone, and I think that means that Wizards is getting better at building the deck itself and trying to make it an actual viable out-of-the-box play in a non-purely casual area. Notice here, Soul Ring is up here in the corner. Now this is important because I speculate they're going to reprint Sensei's Divining Top in the set, because I don't really know where else they could functionally do that. And it seems to me that with Soul Ring showing up here, it probably means there's going to be a Soul Ring in every deck, which means chances of Sensei's Divining Top are now much smaller. Still could have it in 1 or 2 decks. Even just 1 or 2 decks would bring the volume cost down onto Divining Top. But Soul Ring, again, is going to keep Soul Ring costs low, which is good for newer players, sure, but it also means you're probably not going to see Divining Top, most likely. This raises it to like less than 50% chance that it's going to be in here, I would think. Then we have other spoilers. We have Sylvan Offering, which is great. These kind of offering card things, I like them a lot. I think it'll make for fun multiplayer shenanigans. X and a green, but you choose 2 different opponents, or I guess the same opponent, and you each get an XX green creature, and you each get an X1/1 elves, which seems really strong. If this was instant speed, this definitely could be eternal playable, like in other formats even. But it's sorcery speed, which makes it a little less viable, I think. So for me, it seems like, again, like one of these cards that work with multiple players, very solid, fun. Then we have Dulcet Sirens, 3 for 1/3, tap a blue, tap it. Target creature attacks target opponent this turn and has a morph. Why? I don't know. The morph is kind of just like, hey, look, guys, there's a morph card. It doesn't really do anything, and I guess if you have the 2 mana, you have it in play, and then you morph it and then tap it, you can force an opponent to suddenly attack someone else, but it seems like a lot of work for this kind of combat trick. Regardless, still very cool. Wave of Vitriol, which it looks like some kind of goo monster. It's pretty awesome. 5 and 2 green. Each player sacrifices all their artifacts, enchantments, non-basic lands. For each land sacrificed, you can search your deck for a basic land and get into play tapped. And then each player searches their library, shuffles it. So basically, it destroys all artifacts and enchantments and then replaces all non-basics with basics, which can be really cool in multiplayer. It is 7 mana, however. Seems a bit pricey for an artifact, mostly artifact and enchantment destruction card. I kind of wish it did like non-land permanents, but or something, or non-creature permanents, or something along those lines, not being so narrow, because it is 7 mana, seems a bit much to me. Then we have Angel of the Dire Hour, who is epic. 7 for a flash flying angel. When it enters the battlefield, if you cast it from your hand, important, exile all attacking creatures. Wowzers, this is a huge, huge combat trick. Of course, you can't reanimate it, otherwise this could probably be good enough for Legacy if it was reanimator playable, maybe, but it's not. It's only from hand, which makes it a pure commander card, but man, that's serious wrath. You exile them, and it gives you a pretty decent body, flash flyer, seems very strong. I like it. I like it a lot. Then we have Wurmcoil Engine for the win. Wurmcoil is being reprinted finally. Yes, very, very pleased to see this, especially with the non-promo art. I'm assuming it's gonna be in the red deck, because I didn't see it in the black deck, and it's probably gonna be in. Given that we have also Tuk Tuk the Explorer being reprinted, he turns into an artifact, means that this red deck is probably going to have a lot of artifact shenanigans, which we expect with mono red. So those are both really cool reprints. I'm a fan, definitely. Titania, Protector of Argoth. Pretty sweet again. Art is great. And the card itself, 5 for a 5/3. When it enters the battlefield, return target land from your graveyard to the battlefield. And whenever any land you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, get a 5/3 green elemental. Wowzers. Now this is just dying to see play in Commander. There are so many decks that have cards like Life from the Loam and Crucible of Worlds, ways of sacrificing lands to make things more powerful, sacrificing lands in a cycle to get them back into play. And the fact that she just starts generating 5/3s using that is great. And it's basically 5 for 2 5/3s, which is it's, well, not really, because it's when a land's put in the graveyard from the battlefield, but you get a land back when she hits play for a 5/3, and then she allows you to cycle your lands if they die or you sacrifice them into huge 5/3s. Seems like a really niche, nice build around. Maybe not super niche, but fairly niche build around card. But she's going to be, as a commander, she's going to be very, very, she's going to be very interesting to build around. And as a standalone, there's lots of decks that utilize this kind of land shenanigans, and I think she's going to be super powerful. Definitely a staple in format, and I'm very excited to see her. Great card, really cool. Then we have this Flamekin Village. It enters the battlefield, you may reveal an elemental. If you don't, it enters the battlefield tapped. It taps for a red, and then red and tap it. Target creature gains haste. Great for commanders who want to be attacking on the first turn you play them, as for Voltron or whatever. And I like that it fits with an elemental theme. Is there going to be an elemental sub-theme in this deck? Don't know, but it seems like a very fun land card, and I'm a fan. So we don't have the next two Planeswalkers, but given what we've seen today, makes me think that the red deck is going to have an artifact theme involved in it, and I'm kind of looking to see what the white deck's going to have, given I think it was called Forged in Stone, if I remember right. So I forgot, somewhere I saw that. That I still think, regardless, that Sarah is slowly moving out of the option. Well, she is totally out of the option, rather, because she's older, but I think that more and more likely we're going to see a Stoneforge related Planeswalker. The Zendikar Planeswalker Nahiri, I think, is probably the white one now, unless it's the brand new one, in which case, great. I hope they hold Nahiri off, or whatever her name is, until they have a expert set and they tie her into the story with the Eldrazi somehow or something. But for now, that's what I'm thinking. So check out the whole black deck. We have it below in the comment section, and check out all the other spoilers. We got so many great stuff. I'm really excited for these decks, and since, of course, I will be getting some, you will be getting some, we're all going to be getting some, so why don't you tell me which ones you're thinking about already down below in the comment section. If you enjoyed the video, tap the like button. If you're new to the channel, then check in and subscribe. As always, Roxabox90 signing. I'll see you guys next time.